Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New England Patriots. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Don't get nervous.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down now, it's Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 72 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's not going to give me. Go Bandit.
Brady gives to Michelle. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Wait, that's 380. That's the run. Two times. 72.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
Now he'll throw with Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
Now Brady, that's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, go 66. Hey, check it. Check it. Reload.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Here we go. Like 20. You don't want no problems with me. 21.
Garoppolo now. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, set. 380. Check flag 54. Flag 54. Elongate.
They'll run it here. This is James White. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 78 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Watch him. Watch him. Ricky. Hey, alert. 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 51. Mike, 51. Yeah. You don't want none. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. All day. 11. 51. Mike 51. 51. I got you. Quiet, G. We're pretty quiet.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
21. Push him back. 65. 52. Buzz.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
We got 4. Check 26. 58. The money. 58. 12. Oh, here we go.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 23.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Alabama. 72.
Brady going to throw. Dorsett making the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Brady. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Garoppolo now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Man open, it's Goodwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. You got a hand in there to break that one up.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming. Alert three.
Here's Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. Caught by Sanu. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down.
Hey, 53. Hey, 66. 54. Watch the run. Hey, alert three. Check it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
I hope you brought your reps because I'm about to take you to school. Watch twins. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check it. Reload. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Right here.
57. Mike, 57.
Bravo.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Check the tight.
Alert.
On 2nd and a yard, Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab. And the Patriots get a score closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Patriots have it.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, let's bring it.
To throw is Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Watch the screen. Sugar. Mike 54.
Hey, exit.
54 is Mike. Check.
Sugar.
Shotgun now for Brady.
65.
And that is incomplete. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Second and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Touchdown, 49ers! Matt Breida, 71 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Michelle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Brady now to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mike 51.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lawrence Guy, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Garoppolo gives to Breida. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. He'll buy some, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
65. Hey, let's go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Regular. Walk 54. Get him. Hey, orbit. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Brady. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Breida. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping, maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down. First down, here's White. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the 49er hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
13.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game,
came out with no air.